So today we're gonna finish the Melanin book, Gift of the Cosmos by Jade Asikewe. Last time we read into chapter 5, which really gave us a surface perspective in terms of the significance of melanin and its importance. Scientists today, again, science was in the ancient days was known as alchemy. So the fact that we've been diluting the word alchemy to science shows you how much we have branched away from the authenticity of what will alchemy and science, what will alchemy stand for. Alchemy was really back in the ancient days, really started with melanin, as alchemy itself is study of melanin. So let's continue and see what chapter 6 has to offer here. Alright. Alright. So, chapter 6. Techniques you can use to harness the energy of melanin. Up to this point, you've learned what melanin is, what it can do, how to use its energy responsibly, and how to best maintain the melanin levels in your body. But how do you use it? This chapter will teach you exactly what you need to know to start using all this energy that has been absorbed in the melanosomes of your body. So here's step 1. Step 1. Foster a positive mindset. Positivity is the first essential element of using the melanin in our lives. Do not mistake melanin for this great force that will create great things in your life regardless of what you put into it. Melanin does create, but it can create both positive and negative. For this reason, start each day with a positive mindset. As with anything, if you want access to it, you can't just barge in and expect to understand it. You must have that positive mindset, which is really the initial ingredient to really give you access to the next level. The first thing that you should do is called priming. Priming is an exercise that helps you reach optimal state in your mind, one that is prepared to send out positive vibrational energies. This is important because if you let negative thoughts creep into your mind and bring you down, you bring your vibrational frequencies down. This can attract undesirable or even unpleasant things from the world around you. Since the energy you emit creates reality, let's read that again. This can attract undesirable or even unpleasant things from the world around you, since the energy you emit creates your reality. If you act and think as if you are helpless, what the universe will deliver to you is helplessness. That's what you're requesting, that's what you're asking. The way to overcome this is to focus on your creative and positive energies, feeling confident that you can create the solution to any problem you may come across. Always start the day by clearing your mind of any negative thoughts. Explanatory. Avoid complaining. A lot of us do a lot of that, majority of us. Verbally acknowledge the good. Again, this is the prerequisite, really basic prerequisite to anything. If you do hear negative thoughts, release them from your mind. Assure yourself that a solution is available and return to the positive, The second thing you should do is create a mindset of gratitude. Be thankful for what you do have. Be thankful that you're here at this present moment. Be thankful that you have melanin in your skin. Be thankful. Be thankful for what you have. The reason that this is so important is because without an attitude of gratefulness for what you already have, you cannot be happy. Without happiness, you cannot possibly have a positive mindset. Create a list of at least 5 things that you are grateful for and take a moment to relish in them, being appreciated that you have each in your life. Alright, step 2, block out negativity. It is true you cannot always control the world around you. You cannot control that your company is laying people off or that you are cut off in traffic. What you can control, however, is how you react to these things. Negative thoughts are sure to creep into your mind as you go about your day, especially if you get bad news or find yourself faced with an obstacle. In these times, you must block out the negativity and remember the solution is available. Trust in your instincts, in that creative power that resides in yourself. Push any negative thoughts you may be having from your mind. As you do so, affirm that you will be okay. Affirm that regardless of what the future holds, you will find the solution that once again propels you to the top. Embrace the yin and yang. So be great. So really, it's just be grateful. Start with that gratefulness. Start with that positive mindset that, again, it shouldn't be something that's forced. As you should be appreciative. The fact that you have breath, the fact that you can be animated, the fact that you can move your limbs to the next step. That shouldn't. I don't think we should need to be. That shouldn't be. That should be something that we have to force our mind to do. It should be a natural thing. So what it's asking you to do is not something like you have to give a part of yourself. This is something that is innate. You yourself is a product of gratefulness. So just recognize that and level up. Oh, I just remembered the Sia song. There you go, level up. Okay, so step 3. Envisioning your desires. When you imagine something, you bring it that much closer into being. Over the last decade, many studies have been done that research the pathways of the brain and how they light up during certain activities. Several studies have found that imagining something in full detail lights up the same pathways that would be created if you were actually having that experience. The mind cannot tell whether it is creating a scenario or living it. This brings you closer to your desires, as your mind guides you to think and act in a way that attracts that scenario to your life. As you envision what it is you want, choose an area where you can completely focus. Think of the scenario with as much detail as you can, from the way that your date's perfume, cologne smells, to the way you will shake your client's hand before the presentation. Think of each detail and then replay this scenario again and again until it becomes the truth in your reality. Step 4. Listen to the melanin within. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that. All is within, not externally. All is within. So there you go. The melanin is speaking with you within. Your small voice, you may say. You cannot expect that which you want most to happen overnight, nor without you putting in the work. Continue to create a positive attitude and learn to listen to the flow of your melanin. When you have a creative thought, embrace it instead of pushing it away. When you have a great idea and your conscious mind pushes you to be quiet. Let's read that again, pardon me. When you have a great idea and your conscious mind pushes you to be quiet because you think you will be shunned, speak it anyway. Learn to go with the flow of your life and remain open to what your life force may be. Guiding you to do. It is in this way that you will realize what you can do to help promote your own life and the lives of others. Step 5. Remember to recharge your melanin. As we spoke on previous chapters, did embrace being outside for 30 minutes. Get some sun. Get that nutrients. Get that proteins, as you may say. Alright? As you embrace higher self and give conscious to your energy, you must remember to recharge it. Otherwise, you will find that your motivation dwindles away. You may also find that you feel weaker and even experience illness more often. Go out in the sun often and seek out other forms of light to absorb. Dance to music, create your own rhythm, and remember to get a full night of sleep. Even the noise that you hear, I do it in this aspect here. That's also the sound. That's also a different type of melanin. Just happens to be in the form of a sound. Melanin come in various forms, various colors, various densities. It's that it's that intense. And we're luckily we have that. We can see that. We can see it. It's just understanding it is where we need the assistance with. All right. Do all those things that your body needs so that as you realize the things you want in your life, you remain healthy enough and strong enough to seek them. Spiritual immune system. The spiritual immune system. Your spiritual immune system, in a sense, is metaphysically operating in the same ways or functions that your physical immune system operates. What do I mean by this? To strengthen your immune system has to become diagnosed with the outside entity or sickness, in this case, that it is trying to strengthen itself from. For example, you have an individual who catch a common cold and stand a good chance of dying due to never being exposed to such elements. This is how many of the Native Americans died. Europeans had many pathogens and zoonotic disease from living among animals that when they came to America, the immune system of the indigenous people in America was compromised. This is how great populations were wiped out when it came to hygiene and disease. Signs of the immune system. In many historic tribes, the practice of introducing a minimal amount of snake venom to the child was practiced to build up the child's immune system to the threats of the wild. You can develop your immune system and condition your body to combat anything that can be entered into it. It is called genetic conditioning. When speaking on the biological immune system, we want to take the same understanding of how that immune system operates and apply it to the spiritual immune system.